Hello folks watching at home. Later on, maybe even now, I'm just doing some setup for this video. Do not be alarmed. Where's my video? Do not be alarmed. Where's my video? Oh hey, happy Friday. Sorry, I didn't notice the chat there. Evening. Goodness. Let's see. Where's my channel now? I tell you, YouTube needs to consolidate their stuff. Alright. There we go. Boom. How's it going, folks? Hey, Troy. Welcome, welcome. It's Friday. So let's hang out. Hey, Anzen, glad you could stop in a little bit. It's Friday. I've got some delicious cookout. In a while, I will maybe have a beer. Just kind of hanging out at home today, actually. It's a good day to do that kind of stuff. I was going to do a lot of yard work. Didn't do any of it. We'll see how it goes. All right, I think I have all the appropriate windows up. Cool. So how y'all doing? What's up? What you got for me? It's Denver Pin Show Day, so if you're in Colorado, get thee to a pin show. There's no good reason not to be there. It's a fun pin show. I'm not there. My lovely wife Audrey is, so go say hi to Audrey. She's at Franklin Christoph. Yeah, no, I'm not at Denver. Nope. Holding down the home front. They didn't really, they decided they didn't need to send extra people to Denver. So I didn't go. Yeah. Yeah, no, Cookout gets my order right most of the time. And actually, they've started asking, because I always get unsweet tea. Sweet tea is gross. I know, look, shots fired at sweet tea, but whatever. And they actually double checked and said, you want unsweet tea? I'm like, yes, give me that. So they did. But no, they always get it right. Denver's, like, it's small-ish. I don't really know how many vendors there are. It's a great show to go to, especially as a vendor. It's a good show to go to as a shopper or whatever. But yeah, it's just starting out, so it's kind of small. Yeah. Hey, Sanjin. Welcome, welcome. Sandra, how are you doing? Tony has a question about Franklin Christoph Masayama nibs. On the website, it says it's not recommended for writing cursive. Ever tried one out? I have tried them out. Yeah, I didn't know that it said it wasn't recommended for writing cursive, but I kind of get it. They are pretty pointy. They're not they're not the needliest needlepoint, and I think you can write cursive with them. My wife doesn't exactly write cursive, but she does a lot of like letter connection type stuff, and she uses one a fair amount, so I think it can be done, but be aware that a needlepoint might be a little scratchy for writing cursive. Yeah. Hey, Oscar, Jim, people funneling into the old YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really use extra fine nibs that much. In fact, the review I just put up this morning, I guess, ish, of that Aurora pen, the 88 Minerali, is that's a fine nib. And man, if you look at my handwriting in that one, you'll see why I don't use a fine nib, because my handwriting looks atrocious with a fine nib. It looks passably decent with a big nib, but fine nib, yikes. Oh yeah, Oscar does have a logo, doesn't he? Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, one of these days I'll get a logo. I think that'd be a cool thing to have. I don't have one. Don't have one. The nib was a little bit, like, it's a little bit dry, but like it wasn't dry in the sense that it has hard starts or anything like that, but it, yeah, a little bit dry, I suppose. Yeah. But their fine nibs are quite good. They have a little bit of feedback to them. I wouldn't say they're scratchy at all, but they have a little bit of feedback. Like you can feel the paper more. And yeah, they tend to be a little bit on the dry side. But yeah, their fines are good. But still, fine's not really my jam. I'm looking around. I don't really have anything that counts as a fine except for maybe this platinum medium is kind of fine. That's about it. It's the only thing that's closest. Or the only thing that's close. Hey man, if you want to throw a logo my way, Pinthusiast, I'd be interested about that. Or be interested in that, rather. I think whether a person's handwriting looks good with a fine nib or broad nib, it really just depends on their handwriting and what they're used to. It's kind of particular. And mine, I used to use very fine nibs and I used to write very small, and now I don't do any of those things anymore. And so if I try to write at my normal handwriting size with a fine nib, it looks absurd. Let's see. Independent. Yeah, Jim, you could tune up the Aurora a little bit. I didn't find that I needed to. It felt nice. I didn't have any problem with it. It was a little fine. Independence is their pin show list updated. Yeah, the Raleigh pin show is going to be in Crabtree. Yep, that is true. Signibs are awesome. Yeah, I think opinions are a little bit divided on the Crabtree thing. We did need a bigger venue, but this one's further from the airport, and like traffic might be a little worse. I don't really know. I haven't been over to that mall in a long time, but there's nice stuff in that area, so I bet the hotel will be nice. I don't know. I'm not going to stay at the hotel anyway. Also, probably no free bar. One of the awesome things about the old hotel was that they had free happy hour on Friday afternoon. Maybe Saturday, but definitely Friday. Like after 5 or something, you just show up at the bar and they hand you booze. It's great. Let's see. Fine nibs make you nervous? I get it. Yeah, don't clean with actual salt. Yeah, I had trouble cleaning out that Aurora 88 because that extra like hidden ink reservoir system thing makes it a pain in the butt to clean out. A few people have commented and said, I stick a Q-tip in there or something, but unless something unscrews that I didn't find unscrewable, I didn't try that hard honestly, but unless there's something that's unscrewable that I couldn't find, I couldn't get in there because you have the bottom of the section and you have like a nipple that comes up through and then that goes over it. So there's all this space around the bottom between the bottom or the top of the section and where the nipple ends up for the piston thing. And so you get all this ink and water and stuff there, and you couldn't get it out because nothing will fit up in there. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Let's see. Yeah, extra fine are good for notes. They're good for notes in any case, but yeah, definitely for note cards and stuff. I keep a note card. Actually, I keep a bunch of note cards over here, just like sort of on the side of my desk. And these are actually, whoops, I just lost the plastic. These are actually just up and up ruled index cards, and these things are actually really fountain pen friendly. I was shocked by how good these are. So like, there's all this stuff on one side. These are all like little scribbles from fountain pens and stuff. These are actually notes from last week's live thing. On the back, though, like you see some show through, but no bleed. So if you've got a Target nearby, these are like 50 cents or something. I should have gotten more. If I'd known they were this good, I would have gotten more. But they're quite good. So, maybe check those out if you're looking for index cards that are fountain pen friendly. Let's see. If an Aurora nib unit can be just taken out like that, that might help. It didn't feel like it was on mine, but maybe it was just tight and I didn't want to break it because those things are like $800. And if I break it, I probably have to buy it. So maybe I was gentler with it than I had to be, but I don't know. I didn't try taking it out on any of the 88s I've tried. You can pull the nib and the feed very easily, but I've never been able to take the nib unit out. I don't know. It's entirely possible. That's why the grain of salt thing is like, maybe it's easier than I think and I just messed it up. It's possible. Let's see. Traffic around the mall is a bit crazy. Yeah, Crabtree's a little bit crazier over there, sure. Any experience with the Pelican M800? Yeah, I've got one. Where did I put it? I say that. And then, yep. There's an M800 right there. I think the M800 is a great pen. The thing I don't have any, whoops. Oh no. Everything's fine. I didn't break anything. You can unscrew the nib unit? Well, shucks. All right, so there's the thing. Let's see, what was the other thing? Oh, I don't have any experience with the Mont Blanc 146, so I can't tell you how they compare. I have used 0 Mont Blanc pens. They are very expensive, and they just, like, the style doesn't appeal to me, so I've never gotten one. I don't know. But the M800 is a great pen. I really dig it. Hey, Hot Cup 11. Such a good screen name. Welcome. The nipple is part of the feed. Well, the black bit is, but there's also like a clear thing that it goes up into that actually sticks up above the bottom of the section. That's what I was talking about. Now, let's see. Used a Q-tip. Yeah, I try not to use Q-tips. What I actually like to use is either I use paper towels. Viva paper towels are very good. They don't have fibers in them much that come off, so I like that. I also use occasionally, like, toilet paper is super good at wicking things out if you're like trying to dry out a nib or something. Field notes. Yeah, I don't like field notes much. They've never made one that I had to have, and their paper is generally kind of terrible, so are bad for fountain pens, and that's pretty much all I use. You can take the piston mechanism. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That seems hard. I don't know if they're putting Loctite on the threads or not, but I didn't give it a lot of torquing, because, like, if I take a thing apart that's not supposed to be taken apart, that's kind of bad. But whatever. No, it's just a regular old 800. I don't have the 805. I just have the 800. It's the gold and blue. The silver is, I think, a little bit more attractive, but whatever. It's such a good-looking pen. It's such a good feeling pen that it's fine. Hey, Colby. I recognize your picture from comments. How is everyone? I think everyone's doing well. Everybody chime in. Red M805. Yeah, those are pretty hot. Do they make a red one? I guess they do make a red one in the 800. I don't know about 805. That would be cool, though. I think so. One of the things about the Pelikan that might put it over the Mont Blanc is that the 805 and the 1000 use a metal piston unit, so the rod and everything is metal, and it gives a little bit of weight. I don't know about the Mont Blanc. So those always feel very light, so I don't know what the internals are like. Hey, Andreas. Welcome. Good evening, huh? All right. Lots of people here who have it as evening now. It is only 4:16 here in the east coast of the USA. Just sent off my first letter. I've got... I was going to say I made the mistake of, but it's totally not a mistake. I got a letter from somebody, like a fountain pen person, and we were like, oh yeah, we'll fill up your mailbox. I'm like, no, you won't. So I gave a few people my address, and now I've got this like whole fistful of letters I've got to return. I finally sent my first one today, and that one went to Poland, which was pretty funny. I didn't know how many stamps you put on a letter to Poland or whatever, because it's far. And so I went to the post office and I said, hey, I need a stamp for Poland. I need to know what Polish postage is. And the guy was like, oh, $1.13 or something. I'm like, oh. I kind of laughed. He's like, what's funny? I'm like, you knew what postage was to Poland. He's like, oh yeah, it's just a stamp. Slams it on there. I give him $1.50 or whatever, and that's away we go. So if that's you that I'm sending that to, and you know who you are, then hey, here comes a letter. Yeah, it's good times. Good times. So the Mont Blanc internals are like the TWSBIs. So they're plastic, or are they metal? Because some of the TWSBIs are plastic and some are metal. So I don't know. Let's see. 14 minutes until the start of your weekend. You start your weekend at 4. I can't add that many. That's an odd time. 20. Oh, 4:32. That's an odd time, but okay, that's cool. You got a box to send me. Cool, man. Yeah, world stamps. I didn't even think about that. I don't think I have any. I know I was going to buy some because I got one that was really cool. Where was it? Oh, I got it from, I think it's over here. Yeah. I got this one. This actually had a, coloring, the very first coloring. I bought the first one from Anna Reinert. And she's put 3 of these awesome stamps on here. And these are apparently world stamps. Global's Forever stamps. And I should have gotten some, but I remember they were like $1 or something, buck something a piece, and I went, oh no. So she just put them on this box to send them. So now that I've seen what a global stamp is and remember, let's get some. Yeah. Brass threads. Yeah, who knows? International posted up to a ½ ounce. Yeah, I didn't even know because I've never sent anything. I've never sent anything internationally before, which I mean is a little embarrassing, I guess, but never had. 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. 8 a.m. is too early. Jim, you got a guess about somebody in Poland? Amazing. Yeah, they're a slacker. Little black cigar-shaped pens. The Pelican look like something different. Yeah, Pelicans definitely are something different, and I tend to like the more squarish shapes. I put it away, but I like the square shapes. I mean, they're not exactly square; they are rounded off on the ends. But I tend to find this form factor much more appealing than the like real cigar-shaped stuff, which is why a lot of the Mont Blancs and stuff don't really. I'm just not. I don't know. Doesn't really do it for me. Pelicans are gushers, that's for sure. You need to use an ink that will run a little bit dry, or else you're gonna. It's all gonna. Man, it just goes. Just goes. Have I had any experience with any Nibmeisters? And if so, are they really the bee's knees? Yeah, man. If you don't like the way your pen writes, but you like the pen, send it to a Nibmeister or take it to one if you go to a pen show, and they will make your pen way better. I've had stuff ground by Mark Backus, who is great. Deb Kinney, who is great. Of course, the Sig nibs at Franklin Christoph are one of my favorite nibs, and those are done by Jim Rouse. Who else have I had stuff? Oh, Mike Masayama, of course. Nagahara. I've got a couple of Nagahara nibs. But yeah, if you don't like the way your pen writes, but you want to keep that pen, get it fixed up. There's no reason not to have a pen you like. That's my, that's what I do. They can be the bee's knees. You know, order stamps online. Yeah, I could. Also, my post office isn't actually that much of a pain to go to. It's never all that busy. The people in there are very friendly. So I might just go. Oh, sorry. Slack is, the Pen Addict Slack, as Jim points out a little bit below. Yep. Slack is a, I don't know, like a work chat sort of thing or a group chat sort of application. I don't know. It's pretty sweet. Yep. Talk to Brad Dowdy. He will hook you up. You have the same poster frames over your bed? Oh, hey, Bijou. This one back here? Yeah, I actually just got a poster in the mail, and I have no idea who it's from. It's got 3 Star Wars droids on it. It's got C-3PO, R2-D2, and BB-8, and they're kind of... I mean, it's a nice-looking poster, but it just came in the mail the other day, and I have no idea who it's from. It says the billing address was me, but I didn't order anything. So either I'm signed up for, like, Poster of the Quarter or something, because I've gotten 2 in a row that I don't know where they came from. It's weird, man. Weird. I don't have any poster frames over my bed now because I hung a painting one time and it fell off while I was on the couch and almost creamed me. So I've been a little bit leery about putting posters and frames and stuff over where I'm sitting or laying down. Let's see. You know, the Mont Blancs that really appeal to me are the... the Star Walkers. I think the Star Walkers are really cool, especially the Star Walker, what's that, the Modern or something? It's all black and looks kind of awesome to me. It clicks if you hold it at the wrong angle. That's weird. Hey, Eric. PB Pickett. Hey, Mike, do you Hobonichi? Not yet. Do I have my actual planner in here? I don't have my planner in here. I actually use a plum paper. But have you seen the new Star Wars droid? R2-Q5? No. But I will look it up. No, I don't Hobonichi yet, but I think Audrey and I are probably going to get Hobonichis for this next year, for 2018, because they look cool. And I mean, $30 is like kind of expensive, but I think it's fine. That's after shipping. That's about what my plum paper planners cost, and those are only like 6-month jobs. So I'm gonna try it out. I'll try out a Hobonichi. I need to find a cool cover for it though. I think I'm gonna get the A6, the Techo, I think is what it's called. I'm not fluent in Hobonichi yet, honestly. A Darth version of R2-D2. Oh, you know, I have seen that actually. R2Q5. I'm gonna Google it though, because why not? Let's see. R2Q5. Oh yeah, that looks pretty dope, actually. Yeah, I like that. Looks neat. And Oscar just sent me a picture of it on Slack. Yeah, just a blacked out R2-D2, huh? Yeah, neat. Neat. Do I Bujo? I do not, actually. It seems like there's so much I have to learn to bullet journal. It seems like it's very complicated to me. I don't know, man. I've never gotten into it. I think it's cool, and if people like the system and you can keep all the the meanings of the things in your head, then awesome. But I think I would have a problem. It's got like dots and circles and lines and X's and I don't know, other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's too many things. It's too many things. Do I have any recommendations for slim pens about Waterman hemisphere size? Because your 3776 is a little fatiguing for note taking. Huh. Let's see. Slim pens. I don't do a lot of slim pens. Tell me a price range there. Man, all the letters are running together on that name. Dushyant Laverty, maybe. I don't know. Do I do the twist sometimes when I want to dance cool? Yeah, tell this person about some slim pens that are light, because the 3776, well, okay, I can see where it's a little bit heavy. Yeah, so if you want a real slim pen, there's this one. I think this is a great pen if you like slim stuff. This is the Caran d'Ache 849 fountain pen. It is quite thin, like a little bit thinner than your average pencil even. And it's very light. So if you're looking for a thin, light pen, I would say go for one of those maybe. Pretty cool. What else is thin and light? And you want a fountain pen, I'm guessing. What else do I have over here that's thin and light? I tend to go for bigger, heavier ones. Yeah, Nib Creeper is a pretty good one if you like the nibs. What else? So here's one I like a lot, which is a Schaefer. If you like vintage Schaefers, this one's a little bit vintage-y. It's not super old or anything. This is, I'm sure somebody will correct me. I can never remember the name of this darn pen, but I think it's the somebody will tell me. What the heck is this one called? I keep forgetting, which is embarrassing, but this is why I don't do much vintage, because I can never remember the darn names. Yeah, the Esterbrooks are very, very light. That's true, and small. It's actually why I don't use very many Esterbrooks, because they're too light. That's right. 225 pounds? Yeah, okay. Well, that's easy, because there's a lot of stuff under that price range. Also, like Sailors, all of those are lighter, I think, than the 3776. Yeah, I think those are pretty slim, and they're lighter than that. You might also look for, let's see, nope, that's heavier. Like most of the Franklin Christoph stuff is actually also lighter than the 3776 now that I think about it. The Chelana is slimmer than standard 2Bs. Yeah, Chelanas are way smaller than a standard pencil. So you might check those out if you can find a Chelana, because I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're going to stop making Chelanas. So if you want to get one of those, I would do it. Let's see. Yeah, CP1 is a good. Kweiko Lilliput is slim, but also real short. See, have I gotten any of the Schaefer Star Wars Pop fountain pens? No, I didn't know they were out. I thought they weren't coming out for a little bit. Let's see. Oscar played with some of the Caran d'Ache. If they didn't catch your attention, you wish they had more nib options. They've got extra fine, and medium, right? So that's kind of a bunch. I wish they had bigger ones, but let's see. Yep, Lamy Logo, another good one. That one's just a cartridge converter, Oscar. It's not Legacy. Might be a Legacy. That might actually be right. That's what I was gonna say, but it didn't seem right to me for some reason. It's not a PFM. It's slimmer than that. I think it's slimmer. It's not a Legacy either. Actually, now that I think about it, it's too slim. Let's see. Legacy Heritage. Yeah, Heritage. That seems right. Yeah, snorkels are slim and light. Actually, just got my mom a snorkel at the Dallas Pin Show. She loves it. I don't have a snorkel yet. One of these days, I've got to get a snorkel. I think that would be very cool. I keep hearing, yeah, Andreas, I keep hearing that the Lamy gold nibs are really nice. The only Lamy gold nib I've used is in the 2000, and that one's great, but I haven't. Let's see. Fraz asked if I tried the Yardley Viceroy Grand. I think held one. I'm pretty sure I definitely haven't written with one, but Yardley are reportedly super nice. Also pretty expensive, but super nice. I think they're also a little bit heavy, but it's been a while. Yeah, I don't know. This is way smaller than a PFM or so I don't know. I don't know what it is called. I want to say it was an Imperial or something, but that's probably wrong. I can't keep vintage stuff apart. I'm no good at it. Yeah, Safari pens are slim and light. That's true. A lot of people don't like the sort of triangular grip you have to have. So, yeah, the Grand Viceroy is heavy. That's true. So Legacy Heritage, cool. I believe you. I'd just write a note and like tape it to that pen and be like, "This is a Schaefer Legacy Heritage. Stop forgetting." I actually got that one. I got this one in Philly last year. Brian Anderson had one. I think he might have only had one. Maybe he had a couple of colors, but I mean, it came with the squeeze converter, and I forget what I bought it for, but I remember thinking, well, hell, the squeeze converter is almost that much, and it wasn't that bad. I think it was like maybe 40 or 50 bucks, but it was a good price. It's a cool pin. I love the inlaid nibs. It's the only inlaid nib I have that doesn't friggin' leak. Every other one has leaked on me, so I really dig that one. Plus, it's bright orange. Safari's not really slim. Wait, really? Hold on a sec. Let's see. There's this one. Here's my 800. Well, the bodies, I don't know. I think the bodies are roughly similar. You know what? I've got a caliper. Preppies have a really good nib, but this person was looking for one around like under 225 pounds, so that's like 500 bucks. So you don't have to go too low. So that's 13 millimeters at the body. Safari's on the flat side a good 3 millimeters slimmer than the 800. Let's see the grip section here. 10.8 versus 10.4. Yeah, the grip is about the same actually on an 800. Well, depending. If you look on the flat side, it's about a millimeter smaller. I don't know. Safari's a little bit smaller. Still going to go with Safari smaller. But it's also a heck of a lot lighter than the M800. Makes me want to write with my 800. Do I even have it inked up? I do. Oh yeah, that's Sublime. I need to review that ink so I can move on to something else. All right, what have I been missing? Let's see. Engrave it into the pen. Yeah, that's the way to go. And then somebody's like, cap engraving. I'll be like, well, it's cap engraved to say what it is. Because there's nowhere on that pen that actually tells you what the pen is, which is annoying, but most people probably don't need it. Preppies are great. That's true. Well, the problem with Preppies for me is the bodies are super fragile. I do like the Plaisir, though. I like that metal body. I'm always worried about Preppies breaking. Oh yeah, Pelican M200 is pretty small. I don't have one of those around here to show, but those are pretty small. I don't know. Those always seem a little expensive for me. The M200s, they don't feel like they should be $100 and something bucks. People talk very highly of the Onoto pens. I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything. Oh wait, Onoto. Let me look those up because it sounds familiar. I don't think I have any. Handcrafted limited edition pens. We have here. Oh. Nope, I've never used one. I'm not 100% sure I've ever seen one. So I can't say anything about Onotos. They look nice. Pro Gear Slim. Yep, Pro Gear Slim is pretty slim. And you can't go wrong with Sailor Nibs. They are real good. Decimo VP. Yeah, it's not as light, though. Do I have one here? No, I thought I might have Audrey's Vanishing Point, but I don't. Yeah, the Decimo Vanishing Point is really nice and convenient for taking notes because it's a click pen. It's not super light, though. I don't know. I'd want to weigh it next to a 3776. Audrey is in Colorado, Oscar. Yep. Is Onoto a British band? Hey, maybe. M150s. Yeah, those are pretty slim. I like the price of the M150s, I think, but I don't really care for the look. That cap is kind of goofy to me. Decimo is lighter than the standard Vanishing Point. That's true. That's true. Where's Brian? Brian Chu? I don't know. Not here. She did not take the cats to Colorado. She didn't even take the dog, although none of them are in evidence. They're around here somewhere. Scraggles tends to just kind of mope around a little bit. She's like, no, Audrey's not coming home. Cool. I'm going to go take a nap for 2 days. So. I've got 3 3776s here, and I would get more. There was one I saw go up for sale and disappear immediately today, and it was the Kawaguchi. It was the sort of the blue version of the Shungyo, and I dig it. Let's see. Mike, met you at DC show. Hey, Andy, nice to see you again. Starstruck, please. Let's see. Just realized my only show purchase of the pins you and Audrey sold. Oh, you got the emotion. Okay, now I know who you are. Yeah. I hope you like that emotion. I've got one, and I don't love it, but it's a good pen. Like the nib's great. It feels good, but mine doesn't post for some reason. I'd love it more, I think, if it posted, but it's a really cool pen. You don't see very many like that, that's for sure. Churchill might have used an Onoto. It's British, right? And let's see. Oh yeah, that lantern went quick too. I was like, "What's the lantern?" And then it said sold. Damn it! It turns out I didn't really want it though. I love the brown body, but the black cap is weird. It's weird you have a black cap and a brown body. Just and one's translucent and the other one's opaque. I'm okay. Yeah, Tony, I bet you were close to buying that Kawaguchi. You and I would have to fight over it, but you saw it first, so you would have gotten it. I didn't see it until it was already sold. That's what I get for going to mail a letter to Poland. I can't speak to Wing Sungs. Yeah, that niece. The niece Lelis. Yeah, Audrey actually just got the niece Lelis, so if I had seen that, it would have gotten it because that's half price for $100. I almost want to get it just to have it, but also that Kawaguchi I think was an extra fine or something, which would be way too fine for me. But what are you gonna do? Cult pens, yeah, they've got way cheaper Pelicans. That's true. I don't know Cali Arts. That's not a brand that I'm familiar with. Of course, that's your feeling on the lantern, Tony. You're a bright man who's right. Oh, the Kawaguchi was an M. Maybe the other one. Maybe the Lelis was an extra fine. That would have been okay. Oh, Cult Pen says free shipping too. Well, that's dope. Yeah. Yeah, Oscar, there was that Pelicans perch thing about U.S. and EU prices. I don't know if they're going to match up. I guess we'll see. He kept saying it's only $475 or whatever. I'm like, only. But yeah, I mean, I hope they come more in line. That would be really good for everybody except for maybe vendors who already bought their pens outright, because that would be really bad for them. Who else did that? There are a couple other companies that have done a thing like that where they sell a bunch of stuff to vendors and then they drop the prices. And so the vendors have to drop to match. And so they lose all their margin. Because margin on pens is not that big if you're a vendor. Let's see. Free 21 days shipping. 21 days? Oh, 2 day shipping. Yeah, okay, good. Keep reading, Mike. 21 days shipping. I'm like, it ought to be free at 21 days. That's not enough. Or, I mean, that's too many. That's too many days. I don't know, Pure Pens. Yeah, only. Jinhao Y3 is amazing. I mean, if you say so. I don't know what the Y3 is, but man, I have never gotten a Jinhao that wrote. I bought several of them when I was just getting back into fountain pens a few years back, and blech, they are all junk. Aurora Kappa. Yeah, I forgot about the Kappa. Yeah, that's it's a really light pen. It has a certain sort of look to it. So, I mean, keep that in mind. Yeah, Iroshizuku. Twisby did it back in the day with the 700, I think. Maybe also the 540, but they did that with the 700, and it really wiped out everybody's margins. They were not excited. Let's see. Make it 23. Looks very much like... Oh, really? Well, that could be cool. The Y3. I'll check it out. Let me see this thing. Let's see. I can touch type, but man, touch numbers on the number bar, I've gotten it right twice in a row. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Jinhao Y3, here we go. Yeah, it does look like a Graph, except for the clip. The clip on this one's not nearly as good, but it's got the same kind of look. This one I'm looking at right now is kind of white with fish scales. Oh, it's called Silver Fish Scales. $10? Yeah. Sure. I mean, if it writes, I've never gotten a Jinhao that wrote. That's my problem with Jinhao. And Wing Sung and Bauer and all those garbage pens. Call me a pen elitist, but I've never gotten one that worked. You were underwhelmed by the... I don't know what that face means. So you need to play with an Aurora pen. Yep, Auroras are pretty cool. Check those out. Oh, yeah. If you put a different nib in it, sure. I think you'd have to put a different feed in it, too, because I put a different nib in mine, and the feed was still garbage. So I have to see if the feed fits. I haven't tried one in a while. Actually, let me go grab one. I bet I've got one around here somewhere. This is a Bauer. Still underwhelmed by the smiley face? Is that Y3 maybe? Oh, Kappa. Weird that it changes Kappa to a face. That's so weird. Yeah, I can't even pull the nib on this Bauer. That's going to stay in there. But it's definitely not a number 6. Maybe a number 5 nib would fit in there, but it looks weird. The feed is all like flat and strange. I don't know. I think I'll just not buy them. Jinhao Fear the Goulet nib. Well, cool. Cool. I've only got... see, I don't have any Goulet nibs. I've got an Anderson nib or two, and they're the same thing. And they've been very good. They've been very good. I mean, by the time you get the Jinhao pen and then you get the nib, you've probably spent $25 on a pen. I don't know. Get Jinhaos for the feeds? Dual channel feed. Alright, now I gotta go find my Jinhao. Oh no! I just tore the wing off my TIE Fighter. Let's see. Here's a Jinhao. Yeah, most people have those Yovo nibs. So this is a Jinhao. I got this. This is the X750. I got this from Goulet Pens several years ago because I got one of their like the sparkly Jinhaos. Like, I think Audrey got it on eBay for like I don't know a few bucks, and yeah, this is X750. And so I got the black one because the black and silver looks pretty cool, and it immediately scratched. This finish is garbage. It's just not worth it. Let's look at this feed. Dual channel feed. I don't know. It looks like a pretty normal ass feed to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just not this one or something. It's got like two tiny little lines. I wouldn't. This is not a very impressive feed though. I don't. Huh. Yeah, these are all like that too. Let's see. Yep, Yovo nibs are good. That's what Franklin Christoph uses too. So does Ryan Krusak. So does Brooks. Carolina Pen Company. Buford Inks. Cool. My sparkly, the sparkly one we have doesn't, hasn't scratched either. That one's lacquered. This is not a lacquered barrel, and that's why it scratched, I think. But it also doesn't write for anything. It's, I wouldn't spend $2 on it again. It's a waste of money. But now I have to put together my TIE Fighter again because I tore it all apart. Yovo is better than Bach. I think so too. I mean, like, I don't know if I want to generalize too much, but yeah, the ones that the Bach nibs that I have are not as good as the Yovo nibs that I have. So that's, I mean, that's my experience. I don't know. eBay, yeah, definitely eBay for cheap Chinese pens. I used to get them at what did I get them from? I Sell Pens sold them real cheap too. Schmidt, I don't remember. I don't know if like the only Schmidt nibs I have, I think, came on Kit Pens. I think I've got a couple of Kit Pens that have Schmidt nibs. There we go. Now I have a TIE Fighter again. Somehow lost a missile though. Ah, here we go. Okay. All right. I lose my little pilot. Pilot's upside down and backwards. That's okay. That's how I would fly a TIE Fighter as well. Stick this over here. All right. But yeah, suffice to say, I don't really care for those. The feeds that I like the best are the ones that Ryan Krusak and Franklin Christoph get. Let's see if I have one here. Yes, he did, Oscar. Yeah. These are the ones I like a lot. They've got these little hollows underneath the nib. It's a single channel, but it's got these little hollows, and those collect ink, and they keep the nib nice and wet. And I really think that's part of why these, like Franklin Christoph and some of these other Yovo nibs are so good, because this feed is great. I mean, this, what is this nib? This is a medium? This is just straight up medium. Huh. I didn't know I had a straight up medium Franklin Christoph nib. But it's also the same nib that's underneath, or same feed that's underneath the music nibs, and it works just fine in those too. So I like those a lot. Play Goulet Prefsir Jinhao, so probably like $10. It's not bad. LB pens come with Bach. What's LB? I don't know. What's an LB? I don't know what those are. Oh, somebody has, there's stuff that's been going on before. Alien Express. Bauer. Batu carries custom pens with Bach nibs. Yeah, my Karas custom nibs have been okay. They're fine, but they're not great. Oh, Lambro? Oh, I see. LB5-1s. Yeah, those are really expensive. That's true. I thought those came with Sailor nibs. I've never had one because they look way too expensive, but I thought those had Sailor nibs in them for some reason. It appears that's wrong. The Y3 is like the Faber-Castell Loom, which you didn't like. I like the Loom a lot. I have at least one sitting here in front of me. Yeah, they come with Sailor King of Pen nibs. That's what I thought. Huh. I mean, if Steven says they come with Bach, then I believe it, but I don't think he's wrong about it, but I would say that that's weird. 'Cause I wouldn't pay that much money for a Bach nib. Sailor nibs, the best you've tried. Cool. I like them. I like them. They're all a little bit... LB5 is Sailor, LB1 is not. Oh. Hey, Phil. Hey, Bill. Yeah, all the LB5s I've seen had Sailor nibs, but yeah, if it's an LB1 or something, that might be different. I don't know. Jupiter came with a fancy Bach. I didn't care for that Jupiter pen. I know a lot of people are gaga for it, but it's not really my jam. But, Platinum nibs are better than Sailor nibs. Man, Tony's just spitting fire today. He's been on fire in the Slack, too. Spitting fire. I like my Platinum music nib better than my Sailor music nib. That's true. I like my Platinum broad nib better than my Sailor broad nib. But I do think I like the Sailor medium better than the Platinum medium. So I don't know. Pelican is better than Platinum. I mean, depends on the nib, I think. Emotion, right? It's a little bit heavy for long riding, good for quick notes. Yep, it does. It looks awesome. That's true. Hey, Logan. How's it going? Pelican, Faber-Castell, Blanc, Lamy. Whoa. No Sailor on that list, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing about fountain pen nibs, right? We can sit here for hours and talk about how they're, you know, Platinum is the weakest of the big three. Oh, I don't know. My music nib is fantastic. My broad is great. The medium is only okay. But I don't know. Big three. What's the other three? Is it Pilot? Is that the one other big three you're counting there? Platinum, Sailor, Pilot. Because for me, Pilot would be the last. Yeah, I think Pilot's the weakest too. Yeah. Just not a big Pilot fan. I've only gotten, I think, one Pilot nib that worked out of the box. One. And I have a lot of Pilot pens, so that's not great. Not a great list. Uh-oh. Audrey sent me a text. Let's see what she's texting me about. Oh, looks like she picked me up an ink. Looks like there might be an official ink for the Denver Pen Show. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I know I'm the only person probably that's gotten a zillion terrible Sailor Pilot nibs in a row, but that's how it's been. That's how it's been. Yeah, the Platinum Broad is very good, I think. I do like the Force Patina Metro. Yeah, I've seen a few of those Force Patina Metros, and those look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Noodler's Show exclusive. It is called Autumn Golden Aspen. We'll see how good it is. Audrey got me a bottle. So that's cool. Cool. Alright. Yep, got it. All 10 of your Pilot pins worked right out of the box? Ha! Nice. Pilot mid-tier and up nibs are fantastic. I don't know. I mean, once I got them worked on, they all became nibs that I really like. But my Custom 74s, bad nibs. My Vanishing Points, bad nibs. My... what else? My Custom 912, pretty good. But, yeah, the other ones, all bad. Everything from Metros on up were bad out of the box. I had to get them all worked on. The Vanishing Points were dry and like squeaked when I wrote. I friggin' hated that sound. Yeah, my Pilot Kakuno, actually, not bad. And actually the Pilot Metro with the fine nibs, those are pretty good, I think. Pretty good. Yeah, my 912 is a Waverly, so it's a little bit different, and it wrote just fine out of the box. So Pilot FA nib is really cool. They are Pretty bendy. Like I don't know if I would want to try to use one for everyday riding because they're just a little too bendy for me, I think. But they do have a lot of flex to them. They're a lot of fun, but kind of special occasion sort of nibs. Vanishing Point brought this super gushy fire hose and it still squeaked. Weird. SFM on Custom 74. You know, I haven't tried the SFM. I might like that one pretty well. Most of the ones that I've had trouble with were mediums. So I just need to stop getting mediums, I guess. But you know, toothpick and some tweezers. Yeah, vintage flex is still better than modern. That's what I hear. Where'd you get a steel? Oh, so probably like a Metro or something like that. The steel fine is real fine. It is very, very fine. I don't think I have one here. Oh wait, I do. I think. Yeah, so that's the fine nib on the Pilot Metro. This one actually writes really well, aside from being just way too fine. It is much, much too fine. But there's a huge difference between the fine and the medium. It's a massive jump. For whatever reason, Pilot likes to go big on their medium nibs. I don't know why. Toothpick and some tweezers to fix the FA? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Yeah, OMOS are a lot like... How's this chat so on topic? I don't know, man. People started talking about pens. It just kind of happened. Yeah, OMOS pens are real wet. That is not a lie. OMOS and Pelican are a lot like that. They're just both super wet. Also, my OMOS pen is really... Does Audrey come home with new pen stuff after each pen show? Actually, Audrey does not come home with new stuff after every pen show. Every once in a while she will, but a lot of the time she's real busy. And so this show is just her and Jim. So if she gets away to, you know, get a thing, it's because, I don't know, it's slowed down or something, or before the show. She actually sent me a bunch of pictures from before the show started, so that was cool. All right, who would win in a fight, a billion Star Wars droids or a single Dalek? I mean, what kind of droids are we talking about here? That's the that matters, right? I mean, if you go to those like crazy like hunter-killer droid things from the prequels, that wins. Like if you get a billion of them, shit. And then if you go like the droid cruisers like they had, I mean, it's a whole cruiser. I think one Dalek would get just overwhelmed and buried. Shields would give out eventually. Battle droids, like the little like doofy ones. Yeah, those probably just a Dalek wipes the floor clean. But a billion of anything, like a billion bees, like I think of a small thing. A billion gnats. I think a billion gnats would kill a person. I don't know about a Dalek. A billion gnats might kill a Dalek if it get inside that shell. There'll be no to victory. Whoops. Sorry about that. The roller ones? Yeah, those roller ones are... Yeah. Throw a billion of those at it. Dalek's going down, sorry. Bye, Dalek. Let's see. Shave the toothpick down to a thin wedge, stick it between the tines about halfway up the slit, and then pinch the tipping with the tweezers. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, even a billion B1s. Yeah, you'd choke on a billion gnats. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah. A Dalek would too. They gotta breathe. They're just like gross little slimy dudes sitting in armor. The Droideka. Yep. Causes the tipping to properly meet. Yeah, that's weird that you'd have to do all that to make the FA nib. I haven't used an FA that was a problem, but yeah, it seems like a good thing to do. Shave it on a thin wedge and stick it between the tines halfway up, and then pinch them together. Huh. You don't end up with like a weird, like a looking like this in the tipping? I don't know. I don't have that nib, so I can't check it out. But I will believe you if you say it works. Ugh, I don't even want to put. I was gonna put that pen back in my pen drawer, and I don't even want to do that. A billion Jinhound gnats probably wouldn't kill you. I don't care where they're from. If there's a billion of a thing, a billion is a lot of things. Like a lot. I don't even think I could properly figure out what a billion things look like. Honestly, it's too many things to picture for me. My imagination is too weak. Too weak. Oh, hey, it's beer time. It's beer 30. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere is here. Today, since I am a Texan and it is Oktoberfest, Shiner Oktoberfest is the beer. This is a nice, easy drinking beer, not particularly alcoholic, which is good. I've got to go and I'm going to go and watch Blade Runner tonight. It is damn near 3 hours long, which, whoa. So I can't get, I got to drive soon-ish, so I can't be doing any serious drinking. There's not a problem on the 743. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, with the 912s. I gotta say, I really like my 912 though. It's a great size for the Pilot. The custom 74s and that sort of thing are really good too, but that 912 is really hot with those flat ends. I'm a big fan. Wonder if a normal person could spend $1 billion. They just went on their day and shop like a normal middle class person. I doubt it. $1 billion. That's a lot of dollars. Daleks can fiddle with time? I thought they only kind of accidentally fiddled with time. I thought the time thing was purely Time Lord, and Daleks just kind of every once in a while got a hold of some, or every once in a while, got fiddled with. I don't remember them really doing their own time fiddling. Crazy cars are crazy spending, occasional vacation. I mean, $1 billion is so many dollars, y'all. I mean, it's not that many dollars for a nation. It's a lot of money for a human individual, though. Yeah, dogs have really strong shielding, but 1 billion Droidekas or something. Yeah, so this is a 912 in case I'm talking about custom 912s and people are... Actually, also, B1s have tanks. I've got one up here on my shelf. That's a 912, so... It's got square ends. I think this is one of the more attractive looking pilots, actually. I'm super glad I got this one. Super glad I got it. And it's got this Waverly nib, which is very cool. There. You see it bends up at the tipping. Don't ask me what that's for. I'm not 100% sure. There are many guesses, but... I don't know how Dalek shields work is the weird thing, because you never see Daleks going up against other Daleks much. There was one episode where, like, Daleks are just blasting the crap out of other Daleks. Looks like a Sailor Sapporo. It's much bigger than a Sailor Sapporo. Sapporos are just Pro Gear Slims. So here's the 912 versus the regular size Pro Gear. I don't have a Pro Gear Slim because they are a little small. But the 912 is like, I don't know, almost an inch bigger, maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe half an inch bigger. It's a much bigger pen, but same kind of look as the Sapporo or the Pro Gear. Sailor Pro Gear XL. That would actually be probably the what do you call the piston fill sailors? Don't remember, but like one of those piston fill sailors. But, yeah, it's good. 912 is the size sailor needs to make a Pro Gear in. Fact. If they did, man, they would sell a lot of them. Rialo, that's the thing. Yeah, Rialos. Yeah. I actually don't remember which converter I have in here. Oh, yeah, the old-timey Con 70. Yeah. I don't remember which ink this is either. This is probably... I don't know. I hope I wrote it down. Look at everybody coming up with Rialo where I couldn't. Well done, Team Hive Mind. Yep, Rialo is only a tiny bit longer. It looks bigger for some reason, but it's only a little bit. It's like, what is it, 1/8 of an inch or something like that? It's not much bigger. Feels a little bit bigger, is only just a tiny bit bigger. Ooh, picked up was supposed to be a Sailor Standard in Fresca and got a large? Woo! Yeah, nice. That is a good get. Sailor 1911 large, I like a lot. It's a great size. Yo! You got the new ones, but they all suck? Mine's fine. How do they don't pull up ink, huh? Weird. Yeah, it's totally a mystery ink there, Bijou. Yeah, I've only got one of the brand new converters, and it's fine. I haven't had any problems with it. It's kind of strange. Wonder why you're having issues. It is very small. You might have to do the old trick of, suck up a bit and then turn it upside down, screw it up until it starts, getting ink up at the top of the feet or whatever, and then, pull it down and then try it again. I don't know. But yeah, that's weird. It's weird that they don't work. I haven't had any problems. In fact, I'm going to look up and see if I wrote down what that is, because I really like this ink. It's like a reddish. I think it might be sweet maroon. It's hard to tell on my knuckle. I wrote it on my knuckle. Let's see. I am currently looking at my currently inked Platinum 3776. That's not this one. Flaming Red of Fushimi. I got those at the same time. It looks like I didn't write it down. I bet it's probably Franklin Christoph's Sweet Maroon. Because I think that was the only ink I had with me at the time. Just didn't pull enough. Yeah, it sucks you have to syringe fill those converters, because that's not great. Niece Lelis. Oh, Audrey got a broad on her niece Lelis. She actually was having trouble with it writing. Actually, she didn't have a good time with that to begin with. I have no idea what ink I have in that pen. That is the mystery continues. Yep, no idea what it is. I'm gonna scribble with it. No, I'm not. I'll deal with it later. I think they fill up about a sliver of the converter. Yeah, it's weird. That is weird. I know a lot of people have complained about those. They have like all those little metal balls in there, and they tend to make noise, which people are not digging. Do I have that pen? Oh, here it is. Essentially, should decorate the sink. I've definitely almost stained my sink a few times. So, there's the new converter. I've been using this for a little bit. Come on, get down there. Yeah, I've been using this for a little bit. It seems like it pulled up enough. And that was actually through a vanishing point nib. And I always have trouble with the vanishing point nibs pulling up ink, because you have to submerge it up to here, and it's just not very much volume to pull. But works fine. I haven't had any problems. Doesn't rattle too much. A little bit. When you're writing with it, you can hear it a little bit sometimes, and that is annoying. Those Con 70s always really freak me out, though. I don't like that Con 70. It has a lot of capacity, but there's something about putting your pen in a bottle of ink and then pushing down on a thing that I just don't like. I always feel like it's going to slip out of my hands. I'm going to jam the nib into the bottom of the bottle or something stupid. I don't know. Let's see. Forgot all my syringes at work. There aren't too many people that say, I left all my syringes at work. Which green inks do I like, if any? Dude, I like a lot of green inks. Franklin Christoph 357 is one of my favorite green inks. Robert Oster Green Lime is another one that I really like right now. I also like a lot of the weird greens, so like Stipula Musk Green and Salamander from Diamine and that ilk. I really like those a lot. There's a lot of green inks. Yeah, which ones are y'all into? Green inks. What else do I have in green? I may not have any other green inks and things right at the moment. Just looking around on my desk at things that are inked. I've got a lot of browns at the moment, but not a lot of greens. Nope, just one maybe. I don't know. Not a doctor. Melon tea, kind of. Sure. Diamine Evergreen. I haven't used that one. Sounds cool. Meadow was cool. Yeah, I used that one a million years ago. It's been a long time. Let's see. Yeah. Although that E95 is a really cool pen. Are you liking the pen, just not the converter there, Bijou? Bronze, I don't think bronze counts as a green. It's close, but I don't think it counts. Califolio Olivestra. Yeah. Epinard, yeah, good one. Oh, I've been using this one here, actually in several pens. This is Monteverde Olivine. Been using this a lot, which is a very... Actually, I like that they have these little color swatches on the back because they're usually pretty accurate, which is nice. Most of them aren't. This one is, and this is a nice kind of dark green. I like it a lot. I definitely suggest Monteverde Olivine. In fact, I haven't had any problems with any Monteverde inks I've used. I really like those. Geez, yeah, I've seen the Murex. Murexes are gorgeous. MYU's gorgeous. A friend of mine is selling one with stripes, and man, it is great. Togo Amatsu, yep, also great. All the Kobe murky greens, yep. Sailor makes a darn good murky green. Sailor and I think Diamine have murky green really nailed. Really, really nailed. Also, Robert Oster's got some real weird greens too, and I think those are cool too. You know, Oscar, you may not need to pick up Sublime. Have you tried it? Because it is real light. I haven't done my review yet, but you know what? I'll send you a sample sometime, I think, if you want. If you haven't tried it, I'll send you a sample because it's real light. It's maybe a little too light to read very well. The only problem with the Murex and the MYUs and stuff is that they're around like $300, and that's a reasonable price for those, I guess, but I am too cheap. They are gorgeous, though. They are gorgeous. Oh, Penthusiast there has one. I even know where he got it. One of y'all was asking about the cats earlier. There's one of the cats. And you probably can't hear it, but she's over there just snoring. Snoring up a storm. No scraggles, though. Montblanc Irish Green. Yup. Sandra just gave me a sample of that. And I have not put it in a pen yet, but I totally will. Haven't had problems with the Sublime, huh? I have problems reading Sublime. It's so light. I don't know. Pond Scum colors. Yup, that's the thing. The red stripe Murex? No, it's a black stripe. The red stripe is even cooler. Norwegian Wood I haven't used. I haven't used that one. What else? There's some Noodlers. There's some really good Noodler green ones. Hunter Green was one of the first Noodlers. I think Hunter Green was maybe one of the first Noodlers I ever got. And it's their permanent one. It comes in like in a small like 1 ounce bottle. But it's real good. It's real nice. Take a break from fountain pens and go to pencils only and a flex nib for a week or two? Gross. This is my pencil face. Do not like. It makes me sad to think of you only going to pencils for a couple of weeks. Besides Slime Green? That's awesome. Noodler Sequoia? Yeah, that one's okay. Sacrilege Green? Yeah, that's good. Oh, the Sacrilege Oscar going to pencils? I know. And he thinks he's a penthusiast. Ugh. I think burning pencils is a good idea there, Oscar. You should start with that. I don't even... Do I have a pencil? I feel like... Yes. I have a pencil. It's right here. This is my pencil. Look at that. Still sharp. This is actually a Franklin Christoph pencil. It is still sharpened from when they gave it to me. Because, blech. It's not that... Oh, wait, I have this pencil, too. It's not that their pencils are bad. It's I don't like pencils. Oh, this is a fun pencil, actually. I have no idea what Zendustria is. I think maybe Audrey must have gotten it. This is a color-changing heat pencil. Like heat paint. I think that's pretty dope. I like it. Yeah, I hate pencils. They're terrible. Terrible, terrible things. Blech. The pencils are bad. I mean, pencils are fine. I guess. Don't send me a pencil for Christmas. Don't listen to Sandra. Sandra, I will move and not give you my new address. Yeah, if I was going to use a pencil, it'd be a mechanical pencil. I've got a couple of those. I've got a Rotring. I've got, I don't know, probably some older ones. Some like Pentel's, old like pointy engineer Pentel's. But I just don't like them. Well, the outside is color changing, not the graphite. Tape to the side. Ugh. I mean, that's a waste of a pen. Like, if you like writing with pencils, cool. That's let a million flowers bloom or whatever. But I don't care for them. I extremely don't. 514. Schaefer Imperial pencil. That sounds cool. I've seen pencils that I think are cool looking, but then I remember that they're pencils. I think I might try a lead holder one of these days. I forget who. Somebody has a really cool looking lead holder. And I was like, man, I want one of those. I think it might be Kaweco has a really cool looking lead holder. It looks kind of like it's like the special, but it's a lead holder, and I think that looks cool. I don't know. Got you excited. Hey, I held up the color changing pencil to the screen and showed you changing color. I didn't write with one. Pelican mechanical pencils. Yeah, I don't want to pay $100 for them. If you're gonna pay $100 for a pencil, I mean, cool, but it's not for me. Caran d'Ache? I don't know. I haven't seen the Caran d'Ache ones. I don't pay too much attention to them. I think the reason I might like the lead holder better is that maybe you can use a softer lead in it, is my guess. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Well, hi, Clipsy. You want to come up here? You do? Come on up. Come on. Caran d'Ache is 15K from your house? Awesome. Stop by. Tell them I said hi. Clipsy, you can't say pick me up and then complain when I pick you up. That's not fair. There we go. Ah, this is Clipsy Cat. She does not like to be held, although she thinks she wants to be. No, you can't get on my desk. That's impossible. There's too much stuff. Nope. Probably just break the purpose. Keep it, yeah. Stack of lead holders. Yeah, Anna keeps trying to get me into pencils. It hasn't worked yet. It hasn't worked yet. I'll make polite noises about them, but because I don't want to be mean, but I don't like pencils. You can't watch the screen, Sandra. It's after 5. You're not working. But yeah, next time I go to a show with Anna, I'll see if she'll bring me some lead holders to play with. Maybe then I would be into it. Lead holder is like, it's for using big leads, so they're kind of mechanical. They tend to have like a little grippy thing on the end that grabs the lead, and it's a bigger lead. That's as technical as I can get with it, honestly. Nice to see you, Hot Cup of Lovin'. We'll see you later on the interwebs. Kill an hour and a half of work was the stream. Well, glad I could help. Oh, speaking of slime and green, look at this. That's gross, right? I don't know what happened in here, but this ink, something bad happened in this guy. I'm not sure what it was, but ugh. Let's see. A clutch. Yeah, it's got a clutch. That's right. My bird plays the I want to come out of my cage, but I don't want to go on your finger game. Yep. Is it an owl? Is your bird an owl? I hope your bird's an owl. Tell me your bird's an owl. Like a cute little barn owl or something. Make it an owl. I have a designated fountain pen for travel. I can never take just one. So no, I use whatever I want for traveling around. You can fly on planes with pens. It's not a big deal. I've never tried to use one, but you know. But no, I don't have a particular fountain pen I travel with. I mean, if you mean just like traveling around, I take whatever I want. I'll stick it in a little pen. Oh, a parrot? Okay, cool. I mean, it's not an owl, but it's all right, I guess. I've got a pair of like little pen pouches. This is actually one of my normal setups. This is a Tombow AirPress, and then this is a Franklin Christoph pen sleeve and a Franklin Christoph 45. I just stick this in my pocket. They kind of stick together, and I don't have to worry about them coming apart or whatever. Oh, a lovebird. Oh, those are adorable. And the other one is this rickshaw. It's also got a Franklin Christoph in it, and I just take this and stick it in my pocket. That's what I travel with because it's easy. It is not the Mont Blanc you gave me. That is fine. This is actually, I think what must have happened in here, this is actually from the Sailor Storias. So when Anderson Pens did their Storia contest with the ink mixing, all these inks can be mixed together. It's not a problem. I think what happened is that this mix, like, it was laying in a drawer, and I think what must have happened is that it kind of rolled around a bit, and then it sort of, I don't know, dried out on the walls, and so it's just like little bits of the particulate because it's a nano pigment ink. I think these are just little bits of pigment that are just like sort of dried onto the walls. I keep shaking it, just sort of seeing if it'll, and it does seem to come off a little bit. I don't think it's gone bad. I think it just looks gross because the pigment dried on the walls and all the liquid has evaporated, because there's only about this much ink in the vial, and so I think it must have just evaporated, but it does look gross, so it's got that going for it. There's nothing wrong with it. All the rest of them are fine. All the main ones are fine. The one I mixed that I like the most is fine. So, like, here's all the Storia inks. Every one of them's fine, including the greens that one's made out of. No problems at all, but for whatever reason, that particular one didn't like it. This is all I've got left of my night balloon. I got to re-ink, because, man, I like that night balloon. That was a good ink. I feel like I should have won. I got robbed, but it's cool. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah, Forsyth took avocado thing next level. Yeah, it's just an actual avocado that I just crammed into a vial. Yeah. Have you tried the Rickshaw Clover? I have not. The only one I have is the Rickshaw Single, but I bet it is cool. Yep. Vortex that shit with some water. Yep, that'd do it. I don't have access to a vortex anymore since Audrey's not a research scientist, but... well, it'd take all the particulate and slam it into the bottom is what it would do. But, I mean, it'll be fine. I'm not going to use that one. That was actually one of the ones that we mixed up that might have ended up being being one of our contest inks, but didn't make the cut. We like the night balloon too much. But yeah, I do have to say, I like these Rickshaw sleeves. I mean, in a certain sense, like, they're kind of like biting the Franklin Christoph style. I mean, those are almost identical sorts of shapes. But there's something about the canvas and the plush inside and stuff that I really dig. And I think they did a good job. But I haven't tried the Clover. I'll probably get one. I think it's neat. Although it seems inefficient. I don't know. The Jing will take care of it. Dope. I mean, if I wanted to keep it, I might. But I don't want to keep it. But here we go. Some of it's settling. So you can see through it a little bit more. Just kind of gross, right? It's like dried onto the walls. I think I might try to rehydrate it. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Let's see. I can be a lawyer instead of a sciencer. Well, do I prefer the Tombow AirPress or the Uniball Power Tank? I'm not sure I've ever used a Uniball Power Tank. Let me see what those look like right quick. Don't just search Power Tank. That's not what I'm looking for. No, I've never used a Uniball Power Tank. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Rickshaw has kind of borrowed designs a little bit. I mean, actually, the 3-pin case I have is a little bit borrowed too from Nock, you might say. It's kind of close. I mean, it's a bit different, but it's kind of real close. Yeah, I like the Tombow AirPress quite a bit. It hasn't had any problems with being a pen. The thing I don't love about the AirPress is this. Let me show you right quick. The refill is actually so small. This is the refill for the Tombow AirPress. It is so small. Look at this little thing. Look at that. And I think this is the widest nib I could get, and it is super pointy. Not super pointy. It's not like a 0.15 or anything, but it's real thin. It's a very fine fine ball. I don't know. Tune your pens into the dissecting microscope. Nice. Nice. D1. I think that is a failing roll there, bro. But yeah, it is a tiny little thing. It's so wee. It writes just fine, but it's tiny. Tiny. So yeah, I like the AirPress just fine. It is looking grungy, though. Look how... I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's starting to look a little bit grungy just from being in my pocket and being used. Getting the white one, maybe not the best idea. Speaking of working in a research lab and gets to science there, I can drop benefits. Yep, that's a good thing to do. Oh, that's what the size of the refill is called? It's a D1? Oh, cool. Yeah, D1. Super wee. Yep. Yep. It's supposed to be pressurizing the refill every time you click it. Bed o'clock. See you, Andreas. But it's so small. I don't know. I can't tell if it's actually pressurizing it or not. It hasn't run dry and it hasn't ever had skipping, so maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. 5:30? It's getting to be almost time for me to leave and go see Blade Runner. Blade to the Runner. Anybody seen it yet? Anybody out there a replicant? I think I actually got a couple of those little D1. I now know they're called refills. Well, I can't put hands on them. Oh, wait, I found another pencil. This one has... This one has little characters on it from... I want to say this is from Pets or something? The Secret Life of Pets, maybe? I don't know where the hell I got this. Must have come... Sometimes when Audrey orders stuff, they'll send her pencils in her orders, like when she gets nail polish or that kind of thing. For whatever reason, sometimes they send pencils. No way you can manage to sit in the sauna for that long. I mean, you know, probably going to have to get up and pee. You write with it in space? I don't know. Haven't tried. What's a tortoise? It's the thing that goes all the way down. No way I'd managed to sit in the cinema for that long. You haven't been in the movie theater since the last Star Wars came out? Jeez, dude. Well, you're a student. That's not terrible. I haven't been to one in a while. See the interview with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford that went completely off the rails? I have not. I have not. But any interview with Harrison Ford might go off the rails because, I mean, that guy likes to mess with interviewers. It's so good. I love it when he messes with interviewers. The Nerdist podcast with Harrison Ford was so good. And afterwards, apparently, Harrison Ford was like, hey, kid, I was just effing with you. So, it was pretty good. Yep, Secret Life of Pets. That's what I thought it was. Tried watching the original and couldn't make it to the first half hour. Yeah, I get it. It's this like weird sci-fi noir thing, and it's not going to be for everybody. That's true. Tim Gerler's going to be at Burt's tomorrow? Yeah, I've never met Tim Gerler. I don't know him. I heard there was some issue with him like back in the day. I hope he's doing all right. But I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. I don't know him. I'm going to prep my M90 to get ground. You're going to grind an M90? Oh, okay. I mean, grinding an M90. I don't know, man. Friday, y'all. Drinking very early in the morning. Wait, what? You know, speaking of Blade Runner, drinking very early in the morning. Yeah, who doesn't want to drink early in the morning? Hey, Teresa, what's up? You can't remember the last time you went to a movie in the theater? Well, hey, Sandra, you want to go watch Blade Runner? We're going to watch it in Greensboro at 7. You've got time to get there. You can come with. I have been told that I have to keep quiet during the movie. And quiet reverence. We'll see how it goes. I may sit next to that guy just to mess with him. Wonder Woman wasn't that long ago. That was just like last spring. It's not that bad. AMC has $4 movies before 4, even on weekends. Yeah, that's good. We've got, yeah, I think ours are about $7 before 4 or something like that. Matinees. I just don't like medium nibs. Oh, well, cool. Oh, the interview got drinky. Oh, I see. That's amazing. I love that. It's true, mediums are not broads, and they're not extra fines, and they're not stubs. That's all true. That's all true. I mean, look, if you take it down to an extra fine, though, you're not going to be doing anything else with it. If you make it a stub, maybe you could do something else. I don't know. Hey, Nightwolf. Hope you said hi to Audrey there when you were at the Franklin Christoph booth. That's my wife. She's awesome. The Broad Sig. I love Broad Sigs. So good. So good. Thanks. The traffic will take too long with food. Yeah, fair enough. That's when I saw live action of Beauty and the Beast because kids. Oh, yikes. Good. Glad you got to talk to her. Sorry I wasn't there in Denver. I bet it's cool. I hope the new ballroom setup is good. Last year was weird. We were in 2 separate ballrooms. So I didn't see most of the people most of the time, and they had a church service next door that was incredibly loud. It was a whole thing. Let's see. Yeah, I don't send stuff out either. I'm too lazy. Live action Beauty and the Beast. A friend of mine said he saw that like the other night. I've never seen the live action one yet. I might. I really like the cartoon. I probably like the live action one. Well, good. Hey, Melbourne, Australia. Glad you could make it there, Mick. Tony needs a night out. Yeah, well, he's got a whole mess of kids. I don't know what you call that many. A passel or something. Traveling to the Carolina for work and audits. Well, if you come by this area, let me know. We'll get some lunch or something. First ever pen show? Good. That's an awesome first pen show. I hope it was good times because, I mean, go back tomorrow and talk to some people, meet some more people, see all the other pens. That's pen shows are great. Pen shows are great. Old news, but got a new Sailor Gentle this week. Oh, Yamadori. Yeah. My opinion on Sailors is they are my favorite inks. Can't go wrong. Love them. Yeah, Yamadori is really good. In fact, that's when I put in Hotel we own in Georgia smells like garbage. That's awesome. Ugh, maybe put that on the audit. Place smells like garbage. Yeah, Yamadori is one I put in a pin for Audrey, and she's like, "What is this ink? It's amazing." I'm like, "Yeah, it's Yamadori. You should totally get it." So yeah, that's one of the. I think that's the first of the new Gentles that I bought was Yamadori. Thoughts on the? They're all good. Oscar, Kobe, Nagasawa, Kingdom Note Sailors, probably all good. They're all sailors, man. All sailors. Yeah, if you come through Raleigh, let us know. We'll all get together. It'll be good times. We're all close enough. Ultramarine, that's one I actually haven't tried. That's the only one of the original set that I didn't get. I had every other one of them except for Ultramarine. Because I don't really do purple, but I bet it's good. My other thoughts on the Kobe Nagasawa Kingdom Note Sailors is they are too expensive. That's the problem. Too expensive. But otherwise, cool. Not that bad a drive. I haven't seen the Moonlight Sailor pen. Moonlight's the like purple one with a little bit of shimmer in it, right? Because that's pretty cool. Workday's over. Hey, I'm glad we could destroy the workday for you and your productivity. You're welcome, Oscar's boss. Enjoy the rest of your day and weekend. Maybe we'll see if you come to the Carolinas. Carolinas are pretty nice. Kind of sparkly white one? Oh, maybe is it like a pale, like kind of almost translucent sort of white? Because maybe. I don't know. Maybe. If I end up with a small retail shop, try to work with the vendors to... You're thinking about getting a retail shop, huh? Man. Yeah, I don't know about... The problem with the vendors is they don't actually sell them in the U.S. as far as I'm aware. I think everybody that sells them, at least until recently, maybe this has changed, has to buy them at retail price from Japan and then resell them. I know Sailor America, Atoya, was trying to get like Kobe and that sort of stuff imported for actual authorized dealers so that they could just buy them and then sell them normally, but I don't know if it ever happened. I haven't talked to any vendors about it, honestly. I don't know why, but I haven't. That's the story. PM me later with a few logos. Hey, if you get bored, PM me with some logos. All right, folks, it is 5:30. It has been an hour and a half on this stream, and I've had a good time. I hope that you have had a good time. And I got to go get ready to go drive to Greensboro and find something to eat a little bit maybe and watch a movie. So, I've got a really rough day. Because they're shop exclusives. Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's right, Bijou. Yep, they are. And those shops don't really want the competition, I guess, although I don't know why they think they have competition here. I know, was it Kingdom Note? No, it was Kobe that came to DC a couple of years ago. And they were selling them, I think, $30 or $40 a bottle. Oof. I know Bungbox came like 3 years ago, and they were selling them for $3 for $100. Yikes. I will try to enjoy my movie. Thanks, Logan. Thanks, Sandra. Potty break first. Look, David, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna sit on the outside because I'm definitely gonna have to get up. 3 hours? Come on. What am I? I'm not a camel. I will, however, get the biggest amount of popcorn possible just to tide me through. Also, I like movie theater popcorn. Japan is weird. I mean, your words. All right, everybody. Thanks very much for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all later. Peace out. Bye-bye.